Hey guys, I had a question about logic of English and if I like it, if I'm still using it, that kind of thing. I bought this curriculum probably, I don't know, about 4 years ago, 3 or 4, probably 3 years ago. Because my son, who is in third grade now, we started it when he was it the end of kindergarten? For sure we did it first and second grade. Anyways, we bought the foundations program, A, B, C, and D. And I was like waiting for D to come out. So it's a really new program. I love it. Love it, love it. I did this year, so my oldest, my third grader, he used it for like the last part of kindergarten and first and second grade. So I got the A, but we didn't go all the way through the A because he knew some of that. So we started with B, so we did B, C, and D. And I have just started Foundations A with my youngest son, who is in kindergarten. And I really love the program. I love it, and my boys enjoy it. There are some fun games. My sister actually uses this program with her girls, and they love it. And so I feel like it's a very good program, and the way it's set up is it's just perfect for homeschoolers, for boys, girls, whatever. It's just a really great curriculum, and I have like a Foundations D video that I will link so you can watch like a more in-depth version where I actually open the book and kind of show you the layout of each lesson. So, do I like it? Yes, I do. Would I be using it still this year with my third grader? I would. However, we do classical conversations, and it's actually funny because Classical Conversations and Logic of English use the same names for their curriculum, so Foundations and Essentials and Essentials. So it's kind of funny. We were going to move into Essentials, the Essentials program of Logic of English this year in third grade, I believe, with my son. So I looked it over, and then I looked over Shurley English, and for the direction that we are going with Classical Conversations, because what happens for us next at this point is in fourth grade, they actually do start the Essentials program, and that's for Classical Conversations. It's kind of confusing. They actually start an Essentials program, and that is for, it's part of our community day. It's an extra 2 hours in the afternoon, and then it's also a whole program, and they use IEW, Institute for Excellence in Writing. And so anyways, that program starts next year. So the direction that we're moving towards in that, I felt more comfortable this year using Shurley English because I felt like it helped prepare us better for that direction that we're heading. If I was not doing Classical Conversations, I would for sure have stuck with Logic of English. I'm sure it still would work fine, but just for my level of comfort for for what I've looked over for the Essentials program for next year for Classical Conversations, and what most people have been using is this Shurley English. And I feel like it's preparing us better for next year, so we won't go into it just not knowing, kind of how to parse sentences and things like that. So, now the Essentials program I looked over did have some of that. It just wasn't in the same layout as the Shurley English, and I didn't feel like it was quite as quick as they introduce things. They kind of introduce things a little bit slower, maybe. So that was just my experience, or my overview. I have not actually experienced it. I haven't used the Essentials program, so don't quote me on that. But that's just kind of how I've set up our English program for this year, and I wanted to answer that question about, do I love Logic of English? Yes, I do. So I hope that answers your question, and I hope that it provides a little bit of insight. And like I said, I'll link the video so you can actually watch. I believe it was the D that I went over, and I showed you like inside and exactly how the lesson is laid out, and it's really helpful to see if you're considering this program. So that is it, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.